Ladies and gentlemen, Hunter Biden's memoir proves or shows or illustrates that he's a security risk, a national security risk. That's not hyperbole. We already have a laptop that was left, that was forgotten about, that NPR falsely still claims the intelligence community discredited. Like, since when have Americans revered our intelligence community? From the Bay of Pigs to the Gulf of Tonkin to WMD, these wonderful people have been absolutely dreadfully wrong. And when they're wrong, you're talking about catastrophic and devastating consequences. Anyway, NPR still, there was an article in the Washington Examiner, still is saying that, well, the intelligence community said Hunter Biden's laptop is, disinformation. That's not true. John Ratcliffe, the director of national intelligence, has already stated it has nothing to do with Russia or Putin. And no other intelligence agency ever stated that his own laptop, his own words, his own emails that were incriminating were infiltrated or tarnished by any type of intelligence operation from another country. So anyway, I just want to read you this. This is Entertainment Weekly. Hunter Biden's Beautiful Things is an unflinchingly honest look inside the first family. Do you see the bias, the double standard, the hilarious, hypocrisy, the irony, when it's Democrats judging and condemning and pontificating about Ivanka Trump or Jared Kushner or Donald Trump Jr. or Eric Trump. Oh my God, did you see? They went on a hunting expedition. They make everything that Trump's family, they make Trump's family into just a group of monsters. But they've yet to leave a laptop in the mail, and they've yet to say something like, Hunter Biden says he consumed, let's call it, what is this, crack, every 15 minutes. More jaw-dropping moments. Is this, so you have the son of, so where is he getting, so there's a dealer that he's working with, or numerous dealers over the years. He was kicked out of the Navy, okay? So you're not really separating, there's not that much of a separation or distance between the President of the United States of America and dealers who know Hunter or who have a business relationship with his son. Okay? He's not getting these substances. He's getting these substances somewhere. So that's one example. Especially when you're going to have Hunter privy to a whole lot of information from the Oval Office. That's not even a stretch. You already have emails showing that the president of our beloved President Joe Biden, who's presiding over just a catastrophe of a presidency thus far, he hasn't saved the Constitution and scotch-taped democracy or the Constitution together after Trump and his orange. I mean, you have Trump, who's the first president to step foot in North Korea. We had record low unemployment throughout most of his tenure. That's a fact. Or at least a great part of his tenure. Record low unemployment. He presided over the Abraham Accords, peace between Israel, UAE, Bahrain, Morocco. That's those accomplishments alone. He's a great president. Allocated more funding to historically black colleges and universities than any president ever. Signed an executive order combating anti-Semitism on college campuses. Signed prison reform legislation. Whereas Biden wrote the crime bill with a 100-to-1 sentencing disparity on a substance that apparently his son, there's no repercussions for consuming. But they're pretty much out in the open with this. It's unbelievable, the double standard, the hypocrisy. Hit subscribe to this channel right now. Tell your friends about this channel. Share this segment everywhere. You look, and it's 17 jaw-dropping moments. So smoking, you know what, every 15 minutes. Do you want the son of the most powerful man in the world, the president of the United States, doing that? Okay, so he probably doesn't have a security clearance, fine, but you still have information that could be used for compromise. Or, like, the emails that we've already seen. I give 10% to the big man, so he gives 10% to his father. Thank you for helping us, allowing us to meet your father. That these are emails from people who Biden says he never met. These are emails from business people throughout the world who own corporations throughout the world, or in a region of the world where Democrats have obsessed over for the past 4 years. So the question is, like, what are the scenarios that, like, how can this go wrong? You already have a person, and then you have the girlfriend, Hunter's girlfriend, throwing his .38 into a trash bin outside of a convenience store located near a high school. I mean, you can't make this up. You just can't make it up. And then the Secret Service got involved. People who, President Biden, unfortunately, has enabled his son. Like, completely enabled his son. His son has major issues. And everyone around him, including the media, Democratic Party, but mainly his father, the President of the United States of America, has enabled his son. And you have, Hunter talks, so they've had some, horrendous tragedies in their life. So, I'm not judging. By Memorial Day 2016, however, someone offered Biden a white powder substance. He took it. This led to him buying the Craq in Washington from a homeless, middle-aged woman he met. Well, again, you don't know this. He's this romantic, or I don't know if it's not romantic, but this story that he paints where he purchased an illegal substance from a homeless person. You don't know if that homeless person is not working for another intelligence agency. That is infinitely more likely than Facebook ads swinging 2016. But again, like, traditional counterintelligence there's apparently no longer exists in this country. It's all about whatever is good for the Democratic Party, whatever helps the Democratic Party win. That's national security. So traditional national security, like, they're going to try, just like they would through the foundation or Bill Clinton, or they're going to try to get to the President of the United States of America through his son, who purchases, as, like, 2016 is not that long ago, okay? And you can always, let's just assume that, he's sober. Well, you can relapse. But it doesn't seem that he's sober, because his girlfriend, right after 2016, threw his .38 into a trash bin. Then you have all the pictures of his extracurricular activities. So he also, let's say that the algorithmically friendly term, I don't know, ladies of the night, he also purchases their services. So, like, this person's a train wreck. The guy's an absolute train wreck. And it's a national security risk. The person is consuming a narcotic every 15 seconds, in one stage of his life. 2016, so that was after 2016. He's purchasing the substance from what he thinks is a homeless person. Like, how difficult is it for a foreign intelligence agency to say, okay, This is the president's son. Okay. Let's obtain an email from him, or numerous emails, or let's obtain a laptop, because he'll leave a laptop at a computer repair store. Okay. I mean, his home life is pretty erratic. His girlfriend just threw his 38 into a dumpster. He's left a laptop full of incriminating emails for Biden. Let's find out if you're an intelligence agency, and it is not rocket science. You find out all the people who did business with Hunter and Joe. This is not right, and then you derive even more intelligence. See, that would be intelligence from a counterintelligence. This is like what Michael Hayden was talking about, President Obama's intelligence chief. So, he's a walking national security risk, this man. And he needs to, instead of his life being celebrated, like, oh my God, he's so honest, they should give him the Donald Trump Jr. and Eric Trump treatment, because that would be more appropriate. Give me your thoughts below. Hit subscribe right now. The Trump family has nothing even close to this, yet they've been vilified. And again, I'm not judging the substance abuse issue or the fact that his life's a train wreck. What I'm saying is, it's not being covered in the same manner as it would if somebody in Trump's family had stated, oh yeah, I consume this every 15 minutes. Give me your thoughts below. And lost the laptop with incriminating emails that nobody on the left wants to touch. And then you have media saying, yeah, we're not going to cover stories the same way. Yeah, because it's not about truth anymore. It's about whatever hurts the Democratic Party. If they don't prop up the Democratic Party with every late night talk show host, with journalists who won't cover legitimate stories the New York Post covers, and that actually lead to legitimate questions like, if Biden lied about meeting these individuals, why did he lie? What about 10% that Hunter gives 10% of his earnings to his father, our beloved president? Does that make any sense? Maybe that had something to do with Biden going from like $100,000 to 9 to 12 million. But it's like you would never ask these things because journalism doesn't exist today. Anyway, give me your thoughts below. The Hunter Biden memoir proves, or at least shows or illustrates, a tremendous national security risk. Give me your thoughts. Hit subscribe.